outstanding 2 goals back to back. Can you talk a little bit about how good it must feel to see the ball go in?
Yeah, definitely as a forward, anytime you could get a goal, it helps with confidence. It even helps with things, off the ball and build-up play. So I think, just gotta keep it going, and it's a good feeling.
Was there any doubt on your end as far as, they had to be reviewed and whatnot, so was there any doubt? Did you know that you were onside?
Yeah, actually, I felt that I was offside, and then when I saw the replay on the big screen, I saw that I was onside by 3 yards. So I don't really know how the linesman called that offside, but I'm glad they made the right decision in the end.
What does it do for your confidence, though, to just see the ball hitting the back of the net the way it has, especially after, it had been a good spell since you'd done it?
Yeah, I scored last game as well, but yeah, I think as a forward, it's always good to score. It helps with everything. It helps with confidence, helps off the ball, but I always feel like as long as I get the minutes, I'll get the goals. So I think that's the hardest challenge for me is just do well in training, and then when coach gives me a chance, try to take advantage of it. And so I feel like I've done that.
And it's been a couple of good weeks for you. It looks like both personally and professionally. I don't know. Do you feel like you're playing with a little? Do you feel like you were playing with weight on your shoulders that's been removed at all?
Yeah. I think when you're forward and you're not finding the back of the net, it weighs on you a little bit. But I always have that confidence deep down that if I get the minutes, I'll score. And yeah, personally, it's been good. I just got engaged, so I'm happy about that. And I'm glad I'm doing well on the field as well.
I'll go. 2 games, back-to-back wins, and you guys are back to 500. What's the message going on, in the locker room, and what's the mentality going into these next few games?
The message is keep it going, keep it rolling. This team has an expectation to, win games, and I feel like we were a little bit out of character for a while, but I think coach just did a good job of keeping us focused and making sure that we're focusing on the little things, and the wins will come, and now we're 2 in a row, so we just got to keep it going.
That was an entertaining game. 3 goals in the first half. Brian mentioned how critically important it is to entertain the fans in addition to winning. How do you feel about just that aspect of the game?
I think, winning 3-0 definitely is fun for the fans. I think that first half was really exciting, and I remember some guys on the bench were saying they didn't want to go warm up in the first half because they were having fun watching us. So I think everyone enjoyed it, and I'm glad the fans enjoyed it.
You got to celebrate that goal, albeit, a couple minutes after it goes in. Have you ever had something like that where you sort of had to kind of get yourself worked up again for something?
No, but I always wanted to do that, just kind of wait for the VAR to make the decision and then celebrate my goal properly since I didn't get to when I first scored it.
What did you make of, Obed's performance and Christian? Obviously, 2 goals. Christian retrieved the ball back to start the offensive build-up, and then Obed obviously assisted Pedro's goal.
Yeah, I think they both did really good controlling the midfield, and I think they definitely won their matchups. And when you win the midfield, I think that helps everything defensively and offensively. So Obed did a really good job, and Christian also did a very good job just controlling the game and controlling the tempo.
What about, JP obviously, coming in to kind of close out the game as well?
Yeah, he did really well, I think. Came on, did his job, and, I feel like we all expect that of him. He's a veteran player, and he just did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Can you kind of share a little bit of what those conversations are like with you guys when, things aren't going very well on the road and there's just not coming together the way that it looks on the training field?
Yeah, I definitely think there's a tension when we're not winning. The goal for this club is to win every game that we play. So when we're going through a spell of things aren't going our way, there's definitely tension, but it's a good tension that kind of wakes us up and makes sure that, we get on the right track and start winning.
And then the back injury, can you talk a little bit about how that happened? How are you feeling?
It's feeling better now. It was really bad when I'd first done it. I could barely walk, but our treatment team did a really good job of kind of pushing me through and getting me into the game. So just be able to push through and is a good feeling.
Is it as simple as kind of needing a forward up the top? Because it seemed like that was part of the issues too, was just not having that forward mentality person up top, and now that you've been able to play the past couple games, is it that simple? Pieces clicking?
I think with our system, it helps when you have a direct forward, and I think Jordan definitely fits that profile, and I would say I also fit that profile a little bit, just for us to relieve some pressure if we need to hit the ball direct and kind of move the game more into the other team's half. So I think I've been able to step in and hopefully fill that role pretty well.
And was the back injury, was that from the collision you had with Daniel?
Yeah, that was from the San Jose game, and it was really bad. Just could barely walk the next days after that, but able to, like I said, the treatment team did a really good job. It feels better now.
You can get on one knee, huh?
Yeah, exactly.